Imagine spending years chasing your biggest dream, working tirelessly, breaking barriers, making history for your country. Then, just as you are about to step onto football's biggest stage, everything is taken away in a single moment. That is exactly what happened to Somali. Referee Omar Artan, a man who rose from one of the world's most challenging environments to become one of Africa's top football officials. But when Artan arrived in the United States to officiate at the FIFA World Cup, he never made it past immigration. Instead, he was detained, questioned for hours, and eventually sent back home. Yet despite this dramatic setback, FIFA has made a surprising decision. The governing body of world football will still pay Artan his full World Cup fee. So what really happened? Why was he denied entry? And how did a heartbreaking moment turn into a story of resilience and hope? Let's find out. The dream that ended at the airport for Omar Artan. Well, the World Cup represented the greatest achievement of his career. The Somali referee had worked for years to earn a place among football's elite officials. Everything seemed ready. He had his travel documents, he had his visa, and he had FIFA's official appointment. But when Artan arrived at Miami International Airport on Monday, his journey took an unexpected turn. According to reports, he was detained by United States immigration authorities for nearly 11 hours. Officials questioned him extensively. After the lengthy interrogation, Artan received devastating news. He would not be allowed to enter the country. His diplomatic passport and single-entry U.S. visa were rejected. The dream he had spent years pursuing suddenly appeared to be over. Allegations and questions. According to a U.S. government official, Artan was denied entry because of an alleged association with suspected members of terrorist organizations. Speaking about the experience, he expressed disbelief and frustration. "I had the right papers and everything. I had the right visa," Artan explained. Then he shared the emotional reality of the moment. "I'm just simply a referee who's trying to live his dream, the biggest dream of my life, to come to the World Cup." Those words captured the heartbreak of a man who believed he had done everything required to reach football's biggest stage. FIFA steps in after being denied entry. Artan was placed on a flight to Turkey. His World Cup journey had come to an abrupt end. However, the story did not end there. FIFA officials met him in Istanbul and provided assistance before he continued his journey back to Mogadishu, the capital of Somalia. Then came an important development. Sources told BBC Sport that FIFA remains committed to paying Artan his full World Cup salary. Even though he will not officiate a single match during the tournament, he will still receive the compensation that was originally intended for him. Interestingly, referees do not know the exact amount they will earn during a World Cup until after the tournament concludes. Nevertheless, FIFA's decision sends a powerful message of support for an official who lost the opportunity through circumstances beyond his control. A career filled with historic achievements. While this chapter was painful, Omar Artan's remarkable career is far from over. In fact, he has already established himself as one of Africa's most respected referees. In 2025, he was named the Confederation of African Football, or CAF, Men's Referee of the Year. That same year, he made history. Artan became the first Somali referee ever to officiate a major continental final. In June 2025, he took charge of the second leg of the African Champions. It was a landmark moment for Somali football. His achievements continued to grow. FIFA selected him under-20 World Cup in Chile, where he officiated 3 matches, including the tournament's third-place playoff later that year. He refereed 2 group stage matches at the Africa Cup of Nations. He had also served as an official During the tournament in 2024, these accomplishments helped cement his reputation as one of the continent's rising stars looking ahead. Despite the disappointment of missing the World Cup, Artan refuses to let the setback define him. Upon returning home, he received a warm welcome from supporters and fellow Somalis. He publicly thanked his people and his country for standing by him during a difficult period. More importantly, he has already set his sights on the future. Artan has vowed to officiate at 2030 FIFA World Cup. And there is more good news. Has since been invited to officiate the UEFA Super Cup between Paris Saint-Germain and Aston Villa in Salzburg, Austria. On August 12th, for many observers, that appointment is proof that his career remains firmly on track. Omar Artan's story is about much more than football. It is a story of determination, story of resilience, and a story of a man who refused to let one heartbreaking setback define his future. One day, he was preparing to officiate on the biggest stage in world football. The next, he was on a plane back home, but even in that difficult moment, he did not give up. He earned the respect of millions. He received support from FIFA, and he kept his eyes firmly fixed on his next goal. The World Cup dream may have been postponed, but for Omar Artan, it is far from over. Perhaps one day, the same referee who was denied entry to the tournament will walk onto the pitch at 2030 World Cup and complete this journey he worked so hard to achieve, and that would be one of football's most inspiring comeback stories. Now, we'd love to hear from you. Do you think Omar Artan was treated fairly? Should he have been allowed to officiate at the World Cup? And do you believe we will see him refereeing at the 2030 World Cup? Share your thoughts in the comments below. If you enjoyed this story and want more inspiring football documentaries, don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and share this video with your friends so more people can hear Omar Artan's remarkable story. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.